What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Boy John 25, and tonight I'm gonna do my WWERAW review and highlights. You guys new, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Now, Raw itself was just a boring show. That's all I gotta say. Raw was just boring. All right, so we have in-ring segment. Randy Orton. This was a boring segment. All right, Orton says he proves he was the best of the best when he won the title for the 14th time. 8 days ago, Orton proves he is the best ever. No matter what lies to the people in the locker room want to tell Orton, it is the position he is in because he is the best. Orton proclaims that he is no longer the legend killer. Orton is just a legend. Holding the title means there is a target on his back. Orton doesn't care who wants some. They can all come and get it. Alexa Bliss walks down to the ring. Orton paced around looking for the Fiend. Orton says he knows the Fiend can be far. Bliss says he could be here. The Fiend music plays. Orton looks around fantastically. When the lights come back on, Drew McIntyre appears and drops Orton with a Claymore. The Miz and Morrison hop the barricade and try to cash in Money in the Bank on Orton. McIntyre runs back down to the ring and beats up Miz and Morrison. McIntyre says no one is beating Orton up but him. Now Tim, I know you're watching this video. I just want to say I have to give you credit where credit's due. It should have been John Morrison with the Money in the Bank, not the Miz. I just had to put this out there. So Tim, I got to give you credit where credit's due, and you're the real MVP. So it should have been the Miz with the money. It should have been John Morrison with the Money in the Bank briefcase instead of the Miz. Cause Tim agrees with me on Twitter. So anyway, I just had to put this out there. All right, backstage, the Miz complains to Charlie about McIntyre running his shot at winning the title. Ruining his shot at the title. At winning the title. The bell never rang, so it didn't count. Miz yells that McIntyre is a big baby and needs to get over it. Morrison challenged McIntyre to a 2-on-1 handicap match later tonight. Alright. In-ring segment, Elias. TM and myself mentioned this plenty of times. That Elias is garbage. Elias is garbage. It's the truth. But anyway, Elias says Jeff Hardy is jealous of him since his album is #1 in the world. Elias says he is going to make beautiful art in a different way when he smashed his guitar over Hardy's head. Elias starts to sing, but is quickly interrupted by Hardy. Alright, let's move on. So we got a guitar on a pole match. Elias versus Jeff Hardy. This match was boring. This match I didn't really care about. But Joseph Conley, Big Fight Field, he called this down the middle on Twitter. So Big Fight Field, if you're watching this, I gotta give you credit where credit's due. Alright, so we got guitar on a pole match. Elias versus Jeff Hardy. Like I said earlier, Elias is garbage. But anyway, both Hardy and Elias try to climb to grab guitars as soon as the bell rings. Hardy pulls Elias out of the ring. Hardy dives off the ring steps and sends Elias into the barricade. Hardy tries to climb to the pole, but Elias tosses a stool at Hardy, knocking him down. After the break, Elias knocks Hardy into the corner. Hardy responds with a head kick. Hardy managed to hit the twist of fate. Hardy unhooks the guitar. Hardy jumps off the top rope and hits Elias with the guitar. Hardy pins Elias. The winner of the match, Jeff Hardy. Can this feud end between Elias and Jeff Hardy? This feud needs to move on between Jeff Hardy and Elias. Alright. Women's Tag Team title match. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax versus Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. This match was garbage. Garbage. Lana walks down to ringside to watch the match. Mandy Rose locks Nia Jax in a octopus stretch. Jax escapes. Jax tries to The press slam Rose, but Brooke chop blocks Nia Jax. Running knee by Rose. Dana Brooke lands a cartwheel splash. Baszler breaks up the pin. Baszler tags herself in and gets double suplexed by Rose and Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke gets a series of near falls on Baszler. Baszler gets distracted by Lana. Dana Brooke surprised Baszler with a baseball slide. Baszler tried to pull Lana in the ring to beat on her. Brooke rolls up Shayna Baszler, but the referee is caught up with Lana. Baszler kicks out, sending Brooke into Lana, knocking her off the apron. Baszler knocks Dana Brooke with the Kafuta clutch. Brooke taps out. The winner and still the WWE Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. That match itself was garbage. Alright, backstage, Orton says it's easy for the hunters to become the hunted. Alright. So, Sarah tells R-Truth that he is facing Bobby Lashley tonight. R-Truth says he isn't here to fight the Bobby Lashley who puts people in Nelson's from The Simpsons. R-Truth is here to get his water bottle signed by his favorite water boy, Bobby Birch. Okay, R-Truth versus Bobby Lashley. We already know who won. So anyway, R-Truth says they are both champions, so they don't have to fight. R-Truth drops down and tells Lashley to pin him. Lashley lifts R-Truth off the mat. R-Truth lands a few strikes before getting destroyed by a spear. Lashley puts R-Truth in the hurt lock. R-Truth taps out. The winner of the match, Bobby Lashley. Alright. After the match, Lashley puts R-Truth in a hurt lock. Drew Gulak hits the ring and tries to pin R-Truth. Lashley hits the C4 and then puts Gulak in the hurt lock. Gulak passes out. Lashley puts Gulak on top of R-Truth. The referee counts to 3. The winner and your new 24/7 champion, Drew Gulak. I didn't even care. Backstage, Nia Jax yells about Lana getting involved in her matches. Jax says she is going to end Lana's career tonight. In-ring segment, AJ and friend. Styles says so far SmackDown's men's Survivor Series team is already very talented. Styles says he should be the captain of Team Raw. Why? Why wouldn't they want a captain who isn't the best of the very best? Styles says he's going to get a rally cry going by introducing his team. Styles introduced Sheamus and Keithley. Styles tells Sheamus that they are the best of the best. Lee says they never agreed to call Styles captain. Lee adds that if Styles thinks his big friend standing outside in the ring is enough to intimidate him, he is woeful mistaken. Sheamus says he agrees with Lee. Braun Strowman power walks out on the stage and says the only thing Raw needs are his hands. Lee says everyone in the ring had to qualify to be on the team. Strowman says he doesn't have to do anything. He has won a Survivor Series before and he beats Lee clean a few weeks ago. Adam Pearce walks out on the ramp and says he's been having trouble finding someone who is willing to face Strowman. Lee says he'll do it. Sheamus says Lee hasn't been here long enough to call the shots on what matches get booked. Styles suggests they have a triple threat match. If Strowman wins, he is in. Adam Pearce agrees. Alright. So we got Raw Survivor Series men team triple threat qualifying match. Keithley versus Sheamus versus Braun Strowman. This triple threat match was decent triple threat match. Strowman clotheslines Sheamus over the top rope. Lee hits a pounce that sends Strowman out of the ring. Sheamus and Strowman fight outside of the ring. Lee hits a senton over the top, flattening Sheamus and Strowman. Lee hits his head on the apron in the process. Sheamus and Lee fight over the announce desk. Strowman appears out of nowhere and fights trains them both. Strowman tries to choke slam Sheamus and Lee through the announcer dash. Lee and Sheamus escapes and sends Strowman into the ring steps. Sheamus and Lee hit Strowman in the face with the ring steps. Strowman is sent flying over the announcer desk. Sheamus pushed Lee into the ring post. Sheamus blasts Lee with 10 beats of the battering. Lee picks up Sheamus and lands darts him into the barricade. Lee tries to slam Sheamus on the steps. Sheamus reverses it into a sleeper. Sheamus charged in and hits a crossbody. That sends everyone through the barricade. After the break, Strowman sends Lee out of the ring. Strowman tosses Sheamus all over the ring. Strowman misses a splash in the corner. Sheamus picks up Strowman and hits the white noise. Strowman kicks out. Sheamus goes up top. Lee tries to cut him off, but Sheamus goes for Lee's eyes. Strowman tries to suplex Sheamus. Lee grabs Strowman and takes everyone off the top with a Tower of Doom. Lee crashes Strowman with a crossbody. Strowman kicks out. Sheamus hits the slingshot shoulder block. Lee tosses Sheamus in a stand belly to belly. Lee tries another, but Sheamus countered with a knee strike. Lee kicks out. Sheamus calls for the bro kick. Strowman clotheslines Sheamus out of the ring. Lee literally destroys Sheamus with the lariat. Strowman kicks out. Lee sets up the spear bomb. Sheamus bro kicks Lee. Strowman power slams Sheamus for the win. The winner of the match, Braun Strowman. That triple threat match itself was just decent. After the match, Styles tries to get everyone to shake hands. Strowman yells at Lee that he knows they don't like each other, but he wants to win at Survivor Series. Lee and Strowman shake. Strowman refuses. Sheamus hugs Strowman. Strowman turns around thinking everyone is sweet. Sheamus bro kicks Braun Strowman. Strowman fell off of the ring. Lee pounds Sheamus out of the ring before Lee can celebrate. Styles drop kicks him out of the ring. Styles celebrates on his own. Backstage, Angel Garza talks about how he makes the special person feel even though they can't be next to each other right now. Garza offers this person a rose. We have no idea who he is talking about. Okay. So we got backstage Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre says Orton got a guardian angel in him. No one will beat Orton before he does. McIntyre says as tonight he is going to have a 2-for-1 special on Claymore's for Miz and Morrison. Firefly Funhouse. Wyatt is with Bliss and the rest of the puppets. Wyatt is obsessed with the facts that Orton burned down his house at those years ago. Wyatt says he never forgets. Bliss says she has a magic trick for us. Wyatt puts his hand on her head and her eyes change. Bliss starts leaking red goo from her mouth. Alright, Nia Jax versus Lana. This match was god awful. Shayna Baszler clears off the announcer desk before Lana even makes her way to the ring. Nia Jax crashed Lana in the corner. Lana tries to fire it up, but Jack tosses Lana into the corner. Lana kicks Nia Jax in the head. Jack runs over Lana. Jack pins Lana, but she picks her head up off the mat to break the count. Nia Jax wants to continue this beatdown. Jax yells at Lana to quit. Lana refuses. Jax says she can't respect that. Jack flattens Lana with a Samoan drop for the win. The winner of the match, Nia Jax. This match was god awful. After the match, Nia Jax drags Lana into the announcer desk. Lana tries to fight back, but is still put through the announcer table. This is the 7th week in a row that Lana went through the table. The 7th week in a row. Alright, but let's move on. That match was god awful, by the way. So we got Backstage, R-Truth runs into the Hurt Business. R-Truth turns around and says he made a wrong turn. MVP yells that they signed R-Truth's water bottle for him. VIP Lounge. MVP crow about how Lashley is going to destroy Sami Zayn at Survivor Series. MVP says they have lived up to their part of the bargain with the WWE management. They took care of the Retribution's problem. Now they want their payment. They want the Raw Tag Team Champions. The New Day interrupts. Wood says he loves Lashley. He used to get in trouble for standing up too late watching Lashley's match when he was a kid. Kofi Kingston says MVPs Benjamin and Lashley have a great career, and he's sure that Alexander will eventually do something of note in WWE. Kingston reminds the Hurt Business that he has more titles than all of them combined. Kingston had held the one title that Lashley never has, the WWE Champion. MVP tells Kingston that he is title reign ending in 8 seconds. Wills resorts that according to Lana, Lashley can only last 8 seconds. Their match is next. So let's continue, guys. Let's continue. So we have the New Day versus the Hurt Business. Great tag team match, by the way. But why would you have the Raw tag team titles like Kingston and Xavier lose to the Hurt Business? I don't get it. So we got it says the winner of the match, the Hurt Business. Backstage, Nikki Cross tries to talk to Bliss. Bliss has her back turned and refuses to turn around. Nikki Cross turns Bliss around, but Bliss' eyes are all weird. Nikki Cross is terrified. All right, let's move on. So we have Ricochet versus Tucker. This match was quick. Mustafa Ali walks down to ringside before the match starts. Ali stands on the announcer desk. Tucker is suplexed Ricochet. Ricochet drives Tucker with a recoil. The winner of the match, Ricochet. As soon as the bell rings, Retribution surrounds the ring. T-Bar tosses Ricochet out of the ring. Ali tells the groups to destroy Tucker. A slapjack brings Ricochet back into the ring. Retribution surrounds Ricochet. Ricochet tries to fight back, but he is quickly destroyed by Mace and T-Bar. Like I said, I don't care about Retribution. That's just my opinion. I don't care about Retribution. Backstage, Sheamus asks McIntyre if he will join the Raw Survivor Series team. McIntyre says he would love to team with Sheamus again, but he is focused on the WWE Champion. Sheamus says he gets it, but if McIntyre changes his mind, give him a call. So we got the main event, The Miz and John Morrison versus Drew McIntyre. Alright, so we got McIntyre tossed The Miz and Morrison all over the ring. Miz and Morrison can get out of the gates. After the break, McIntyre walks into a kick from Morrison. Miz and Morrison double team McIntyre, sending him into the ring post. McIntyre falls out of the ring. Morrison and Miz sends McIntyre into the barricade. Miz and Morrison take turns working over McIntyre. McIntyre wins a boot by Morrison. Morrison tries a Starship Pain, but McIntyre crunches him on the top turnbuckle. After a struggle, McIntyre sets up and German suplex Morrison off the top. McIntyre fights up and launches Morrison out of the ring. McIntyre catches with a neckbreaker. McIntyre crushes Miz in a spine buster. Morrison breaks up the pin with a standing shooting star. McIntyre kicks out of the skull crusher finale. McIntyre sends Miz out of the ring. McIntyre lands a dive. McIntyre sends Miz back into the ring. McIntyre almost decapitated Miz with a Claymore for the win. The winner of the match, Drew McIntyre. Okay, after the match, Orton drops McIntyre with an RKO. As Orton stands in the ring, the Fiend laugh echoes throughout the arena. Orton looks frightened. Like I said, the show itself was boring. So WWE has ruined the Survivor Series. But anyway, if you guys like my WWE Raw review and highlights, drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll drop my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. Have a good night and stay safe.